What's up, guys, and welcome to my staycation vlog. I mentioned to you guys in my last video that we were doing a staycation right here in Washington, D.C. and we're going to just have our spring break here. We were thinking of something to do, and I can't remember as a DMV person that was born and raised here ever staying at a hotel in Washington, D.C. I've always stayed at the outskirts. You guys know I love the hotel out in Tyson's Corner, but that's Virginia. And of course, it's close enough to do things in D.C., but I've never stayed, I think, at a hotel in D.C. So the opportunity came up to stay at the Salamander at a very great rate in a suite, 5-star hotel. I understand the service is like impeccable, and I felt like, why not? We're going to do the spa. We're going to do the museums. Also, a lot of the museums here I haven't been to since I was a kid, and I think my daughter missed out on a few based on like the school during COVID and during school being shut down during that time. So I'm excited to get out. I want to go to the Hirshhorn, the Botanical Garden. We're going to Arctic House. We're going to have dinner tonight at Dogon. You guys know, if you follow any of my vlogs, you know that staying in a hotel and having reservations downstairs is my jam, okay? I also love to let the people think or know that it's my birthday or anniversary. Usually that gets you a really great table, maybe a glass of champagne for free, something like that. So I can't wait to show you guys the experience. The chef here, I can't think of his name. I'll try to put it on the screen, but the restaurant is like all the rage, and so we were able to get in and get a good seat. We have a few things planned, so I'm excited to take you guys with me. So let's go.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust
Okay,
it?
so we just arrived. This is the entrance into the room. It is so cute. We got upgraded. We had a junior suite, and they gave us a 1-bedroom. There are a lot of families here this week. So this is the living room. This is the newly renovated space. So freaking cute. I do think the other room had a balcony, if I'm not mistaken, but listen, I'll take it. This couch is a pull-out couch, so that's great for my daughter. She's with us. This is here, and then over here on this side we have your drinks, the television, and all of that. And then we go into the 1-bedroom space. So nice. I love the natural lighting in here. Cute little thing. Then we have a TV here. Okay. And then we go into the bathroom. Oh, so also over here in this corner is a mirror, which is great. This is kind of in the way, so I'm hoping there's a mirror in the bathroom. I'm not sure what's in here. I guess this is a closet. Oh, you have a nice walk-in size closet here. And then let's go into the bathroom. Oh, this is nice. I'm seeing it with you guys. I haven't seen it yet either. This is the bathroom. Really nice soak-in tub inside the shower. So this is outside of the window. We don't have a view of the other side, which is where the Potomac and the water is. But this is like a little courtyard. I mean, it's nothing but like government buildings. It's nothing major. But this is our view from the room. Okay, when I tried this dress on earlier, I don't feel like I gave it justice, right? And I was getting dressed to go to dinner. This is not in the bingo cards for the night. I literally just picked that package up. And I said, put the dress back on real quick just to see. I got my little gold bangles on. These are from Fashion Nova. The dress, this is adjustable, so you can like bring it up and give it, you know, make it tighter, whatever, kind of move the little thing. How cute is this? Right? My little bag.
Hope nights when you curse this name.
Good morning. So today is Friday. I think I've done a recap pretty much of every day. Just in case the audio is bad, I'm gonna go through here because I did record in the bathroom 2 of those days. But today's a little lighter. My daughter wants to rest. My husband actually went to work. I told you guys we're staying in DC. We are literally like 5 blocks from our place of employment. So that's pretty funny. But the first day we checked in, I showed you guys the hotel, the lobby. It's really nice. This is the Salamander Hotel. It used to be the Mandarin Oriental. So it went from one 5-star hotel to the other, right? The first night, so I gave you a room tour as well. This is a newly renovated suite. We did get upgraded from a junior suite to a regular suite. It wasn't ready. If I haven't mentioned already, I'm going to say it again here. It is like Disney World here. I feel like we're in Orlando versus being in DC. There are a lot of small children. And you know what's funny is I actually wish this was an adult only hotel, or I would say like no small children under the age of 10 or something like that. And I know that's probably horrible, but the pool looked like, you know, we stayed at mountaintop resorts in Orlando or something. I'm just naming a resort, right? It was just that many kids. But here's the thing too. I'm fully aware of, like, you don't go down to the pool with your tablet and looking for serenity when you know this is not an adult only hotel. It is spring break and children need to be children, right? I just didn't anticipate that when I got here. I thought we would get, I mean, I just feel like I don't know who brings small children to DC for spring break. My daughter's 17. So for me, it made more sense. I don't think she would have appreciated this until she was a little bit older. But also when you're a kid, you want the pool, you want the sun, you want to see, you know, Disney, you want to go to Orlando. So I just really don't get it. And when I say kids, I mean, there are small children, like 2, 3 babies. I'm not quite sure this is the most enjoyable vacation for them, but that I'm not their parents. So we've decided not to opt to go to the pool the last couple of days. I mean, it's so loud, you can hear the screaming up at the spa is 1 floor up. You can hear the children hollering in the pool at the spa desk, right? So there's that. The first night we went to Dogon. I'll insert pictures here if I haven't showed you already and let you guys know what we ordered. Great food. If you are a foodie and you're interested in, like, oh, this doesn't seem like it go together, or like they have sweet and sour cabbage, what is that, right? And then you eat it and your taste buds are like, it's like magical in your mouth. That to me is what Dogon is. And I want to say it's an Afro-Caribbean fusion or something like that. Really great food. Our waitress was a little overzealous, and instead of putting everything in at one time, so back up. The way I like to eat, well, the way the menu is set up, like for instance, the barbecue greens is on the appetizer menu, but I wanted that with my entree, if that makes sense. I don't want to eat greens by itself. I want it with my chicken. I want it with the branzino. I want it with some level of protein, right? So I kind of explained that to her, but I think she felt like you're at a 2-top. You don't have much room. So we ordered the oysters, the barbecue greens, the branzino, which also the entrees are meant to be shared. My husband, I had to order him that separately because he doesn't do spice. And then I ordered the chicken and jollof rice with the hope of, like, I'll just taste his branzino. So the first thing that came out, and we ordered the cocoa bread. The cocoa bread is just regular rolls. It was good. I asked for the spicy butter. I didn't get it. The barbecue greens came out, but they were delicious, but they were not room temperature. They weren't hot. So I had to send those back to be warmed up, which was fine. And we're waiting and waiting and waiting, then the branzino comes out. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, we didn't get the oysters yet. They fix it. They send me 6 oysters instead of the 3 that I ordered, which was a great fix, so thank you. So we now have the barbecue greens, the oysters, and the branzino with the bread. And we also ordered the sweet and sour cabbage. So we're eating and we're like done with the branzino. And I'm like, well, goodness, where's the rest of the food? Because again, I wanted to try this all together. So it got to the point where we were done with the branzino, and I'm like, look, I don't need any harm. They can just keep the rest of the food, because at this point, I wanted this all together. Now the greens are back room temperature. It's it's just not gonna work. And so anyway, the kitchen had already made it, and they were like, look, just take it out. And so they gave it to me, and so I didn't have to pay for it, which was great. So we left her a really great tip, and I think it was just a miscommunication. And you know, I used to be a waitress, so I understand that sometimes it's not your fault, it's the kitchen. You're not back there cooking the food, so you don't know necessarily how it's going to come out. But you know, we left her a great tip for taking that off, and she still gave it to me, so I was able to take it back to the room. The only problem was that there was no refrigerator here to store it, and I would have had to go to the front desk to heat it up, so it ended up just sitting out and going away in the trash anyway, which I'm so sorry about. But I would go back to the restaurant. The food was, it was good. Like I said, if you are a foodie, 10 out of 10, you're going to love it. Then we woke up on, so let me see, that was Wednesday. Thursday was our day to like kind of go around the city. Now my recommendations when coming to DC, I suggest you 1.5 museums are enough, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is we did the Hirshhorn Museum and the Botanical Garden. So the Botanical Garden to me is not much thought process put into it. And so that's what I mean by half, where we went to 2 places, but the second one didn't require any brain power. Does that make sense? So we went to the Hirshhorn, beautiful exhibit. It was Basquiat and Bansky. That was nice. It was 1 floor, a little bit less art than I thought it would be. It was 2 art pieces. One was Basquiat and the other one was the Bansky collaboration, which was very thought-provoking. I think I added the video here. And it's just, you know, my daughter loves art, so I knew she would love the Hirshhorn Museum. The Hirshhorn Museum is a beautiful museum, and it's so amazing what you can do in your city for free. So I was letting her know, like, you can do this for free. There are things in your own hometown that you don't have to pay for. So then we just stopped and got like some fries at like a food truck or something, and then we went on to the Botanical Garden. That was nice. I'm not much of a flower person, but she kind of enjoyed that too, but it didn't require a lot of brain power. Backing up to the Hirshhorn Museum, I think they had 3 or 4 exhibits. I will insert them all, or I've already showed you guys. But there was one, I think the artist's name is Lori, and we were like in her thoughts. That was kind of like different for me. Like you literally felt like at one point like you were in her brain and like in her thought process. So it's a black room with white writing, and it's just like song lyrics and like what's going on in the media and like things that she's thinking, kind of like her intrusive thoughts, if that makes sense. And you kind of feel like you're transcended into her brain in a way. And so that was actually kind of amazing, weird, but beautiful all at the same time. That was really nice. I can't think of the way how to pronounce this artist's name, and I don't want to mess that up, but that was a huge exhibit. I'll put it down here. That was a huge exhibit, a whole floor. Really great, I think, for like clothing art, and you'll see some of the art pieces that I'm showing was on clothing, but it's kind of like a hip-hop immersion type art. And then we got to see some abstract pieces, which I'm showing you guys probably here. I love abstract art, and these black and white ones in particular, I was like, oh, I would love to have these in my house. She sees them as just like shapes, and it's like, what's the point? But I like abstract art. That's my thing. So we left the Hirshhorn and we went to, they have an outside sculpture garden too. I think I showed you guys that footage. Down to the Botanical Gardens, and it's just, you know, it's like almost being like a little wilderness. Some of the outside part was closed down, and it was just the what was inside of the I guess the greenhouse, which was cool. And we saw some different, they have it broken down in like Mediterranean, Hawaiian, medical plants and things like that. So it was great to read about those things. And she seemed to really enjoy it. So she said she had a good time, which is the point. This weekend for us, or this spring break, I themed it as like opulence and art. And I really wanted her to feel opulent. I think our children, and she's 17, I want her to know what it feels like, that you have to work hard in life. She's going to college soon, and I want her to kind of get a fire under her to want to make great money, because these are the things that you can have when you have funds, right, to do these things. So we're staying in a really nice 5-star hotel. We're ordering room service. We're eating in a hotel lobby. We're going to great restaurants. We're going for free to the beautiful exhibits, right? So just a mix and mashup of all of those things. And I think she appreciates it. I think it's important for our kids to feel, especially Black kids, to feel the love and the opulence and know that you deserve to be here and you can have some of these things as well. So this morning, it's Friday. We ordered room service. We both have spa services. She can't go into the spa. She's not 18 yet, but she can get, what do you call it? She can get her nail services. So she's going to get her toes done. I'm going to the spa to chill. I have some content to do today. And then we have dinner tonight. We leave tomorrow morning. But all in all, it's been a really great spring break. And I have enjoyed, like, seeing my own city. So we probably go down today. We have Arctic House tonight. We'll probably go down to the Cherry Blossoms and maybe to the Monument. And then we're done. Spring break is over and it's back to school on Tuesday. So I'm going to get dressed and do some content. I'll probably come back and talk to you guys. And I'll see you. Okay, quick OOTD. Another day, another outfit. So on the lip is my new favorite lip combination. I'll have it linked below. If you say the word or comment the word shop, you will get the link. And then I have on the gray mock neck crop top from Shein that I showed you guys in a post a while back. The belt is from Mango. The pants are American Eagle. These are from I think from last year, but they should still have them available. The shoes you can't really see, but they're the Ferragamo sandals I bought last year with my COS bag as a clutch. This is all I bought with me on vacation. This and another bag that's like a gold color. So this is just perfect. And this is the final look. I'm actually thinking about taking the belt off for some reason. I don't know why, but let me see how that looks without the belt. I don't think it needs it, so let's see. I think no belt. collar on everything. So I popped the collar on my, this is my, my night gown, night set. The only thing I hate about these silky smooth sets is I had oil on it. You can see it all over the set, but it is what it is. I love this like caramel color. It's really nice. I'm just gonna use some of the Rihanna to like, I just sprayed my face down, so this is gonna take some of the shine away. This is my favorite like blotting powder, which is the Fenty powder. I just think it's the best. It literally is invisible, especially for, you know, women of color. It takes the shine away. I need to do my hair while the curling iron, which I use the Con Air. I think I showed you guys this before. I used to be a golden hat girl, which is nothing wrong with those. If you're a black girl, you know what I'm talking about. But the older you get, you know, your hair, I don't need anything that heavy and that hot. And so I think this is great because it has like 5 settings. So that's 410, 374. Now I don't know why 374, not 375. 338. 320 and 266. So when you need like a little bit of heat, I like that it has these 5 settings. So this is fairly cheap. I want to say like $14.99 or something. And I love when you close it, it has like this lock feature there when you're traveling with it. So I'm waiting for these to heat up so I can do my hair. But while I'm doing that, I wanted to show you guys my favorite nude lip combination. Now, I have always been a chestnut girl. I'm still a chestnut girl, but I have discovered this molasses. Molasses is the color. This is a Sephora gel lip liner. And I like this because it gives you a little bit, it's not as dry as a regular pencil, but also it has the retractable situation. Fenty has a really nice brown liner as well, but you have to crank it up, which I'm not crazy about, and it's plastic. You guys know what I'm talking about. I hate those kind of liners. So I'm gonna go in with this. It's just creamy and a little bit hydrating, especially if you want a matte lip. It makes it not so dry. And then, I may look over here in this mirror really quick. See? I did have a bit of gloss on because that's how I usually start. I go in with the NYX Dubai, and this is my smudger. Like, this is gonna go in and like, make this line not so harsh. See? Love that. And then I go back in with NYX. This is Dainty Days. Right in the middle. And that looks very powdery. But when you mix it with the browns, it turns out to be really great. A little more smudging. And you can go in and do a little bit more of the liner if you want a more like pronounced line. This is good for me. And then just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna put the Sephora gloss over it. This is in the color Not Today, the Sephora gloss. It's called Glossed. I got these during the sale. I think I showed you guys in my last video. And look at that. That's a good lip. So I'm gonna go in with my hair. I'm not gonna do much, but I need to just straighten it a little bit. Because of the head scarf, it kind of messes it up a little bit. Like my scarf kind of pushed my hair like that last night. So I have to go in and straighten that back out. I don't like putting heat on my hair every day, but that's why I like the setting. That's why I like the settings of these, because it doesn't have to be so burning hot. And I know on the golden hot stuff, it has a different setting as well, but that just doesn't seem as harsh. I guess what I'm looking for is that it's not meant to be like salon quality. And sometimes when you're at home, you don't need salon quality. That's how you're burning your hair out. You need something that's more like non-professional so that you're not tearing yourself up. I should have bought a heat protectant as well, but I try not to put heat in my hair every day. Okay. Now, and then my little sideburns always need to be, they never lay right. So I have to always hit these with a little bit of heat. Ooh, don't want to get my ear. I always have to hit those with a little bit of heat. And then I'm gonna go over my front. Okay. Make sure this lays down. This one acts up. You know what's funny I find about like hair? Much like shoes, you know how you go to put your shoes on and one foot is different than the other one? I think hair is the same way. I feel like with hair, I feel like hair is the same way. Hair will, one side of my hair is one way and the other one is the other. I have naturally wavy, curly hair texture. So this side does really good with like staying straight, and this side be like what's up, girl? My hairdresser, she laughs all the time. She's like, I just don't understand your hair. So she'll cut it, then she'll come back in and be like, no, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. And I'm like, listen, one side is gonna do whatever it wants to do and the other one will listen. So this is the big side that behaves. This side, do whatever it wanna do, child. So I sometimes have to hit that with a little bit more heat. So you guys know I've been wearing this sort of like page boyish, straight T-bars-ish style lately. But you see how like this right here, like why is it, you seen me do this. You've seen me do it straight and it just won't listen. Oh, child, okay. Child. So to let me do one more time. Let me hit this one more time because this just not listening. I'm gonna also put in my Perk Up, my dry shampoo, because I just find that my hair just, it won't listen. Let's see here. And then you do all this just to go outside and the wind blows it everywhere. Let's start there. Okay. And this is the spray. I just used this the other day. I think I may leave it alone. I don't think it needs it. I think I'm not gonna do it today because I don't want to dry my hair out too much, and I do have to wash it, I think, on Sunday. So I think I'll leave it alone. I think she's good to go. Okay, quick outfit of the day. I have on this Banana Republic dress I showed you guys in a haul. I have on my Celine belt, and I have on these Ferragamo sandals that I bought, I think, last year. And I'm going to put on a sweater because it's fairly cool here. So I have this Banana Republic cashmere sweater. I'm going to just like put it over my shoulder just to give me a little bit of extra warmth. And I think I'm going to carry my COS bag, and I'm going to put that right under my arm. The dress has pockets. This is so cute. Okay,